So hello and welcome back to Goomaddy's Coins and Banknotes, and in today's video we have some New Zealand silver coins. And what I'd like to do, and I'd like to show people this, is how to find some value in the coins. So you purchase these coins for a certain amount of money, so in this case about $40, and you want to see if these are actually worth more or less than the actual value that you paid. So first of all, we need the bullion value. So these are all 50% silver coins. So ever since 1934, New Zealand has only issued 50-cent coin, not 50% silver, up until 1947, when in 1947 they changed to copper and nickel coins. So these, so from 1933 to 1946, the composition of Australian coins is actually a lot higher. So Australia changed to 50% silver in 1946, so this coin here. So from 1946 to 1947, so only 1 year, the composition of, actually there was no 1 year period. So ever since 1947 to 1967, they've been copper and nickel. So Australian coins have been more valuable than New Zealand coins in the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if any Australian coins that circulate in New Zealand actually didn't circulate for long, because the silver value is a lot more than the local coinage. Anyway, but we have a ballpark on the silver value. So I got this from Numisday, you can look it up yourself. So basically rounded, the threepence has a silver value of $1. So this one is $2, $4, $8 and $10. So the highest silver content is $10. So basically what we're talking about is the purchasing power should be roughly equivalent to what you can buy for $10 now. And this one's a little bit circulated, so it might have lost a little bit of weight due to the loss of metal. But I don't sell coins as bullion, because it's really not really that much of a markup that you can buy and sell coins for bullion for. So I've got 5 francs. A lot of people buy these with bullion. Belgian 20 francs. Here's an old hold, 1 franc from France. And also you got the Irish coins, but Irish silver coins generally never sell for bullion value, because the actual mintages are quite low for a lot of them. Okay, so if we have a look at the coins, so on the threepence we have the 2 patu. So these are clubs. Now how they would kill someone is they would actually probably just smash you in the head or in the upper body, so damaging the organs, and that's a war implement. On the sixpence we have the huia bird. So this, based on the actual beak, is like a honey eater, so it sticks its beak into a flower. And this is actually an extinct bird, so you cannot find it in the North Island and New Zealand anymore. The 1 shilling as an indigenous warrior, and I forget the date, I think it's might be 1954 or whatever. They have a broken back variety, so on other coins of over years, try and look for that. 1942 has one of the, I think it's 4 species of kiwi, but I'm not too sure which species that is. I think initially, that before they had genetics, they actually thought that these are all just one species, but obviously with the genetic DNA they can get out of birds, they have divided the species up. And the half crown, we just have the coat of arms of New Zealand, and each of these doesn't represent a province or an area, it just represents a different economic activity that occurs in New Zealand. Here we have the Edwardian crown, and we have some Maori motifs on the side. Looks like a mask. So I'm not too sure what that is. So if you want to grade the coins, you need to get up close and check the actual detail. So my grades is objective, your grades might be different. Okay, so this one has a bit of toning, but if you exclude the toning, I'm going to say that's probably, that would be extremely fine. Some people might grade that as very fine, but I'm going to go EF on that coin. So for a 1933, it has a mintage of 6 million, and in EF, it's $30. If it was VF, it would be 9. So these are book values, and for realistic value, it'll probably take about 2/3 to about half of the coin, but we'll just go to full book value at the moment. If it was uncirculated, we'd be worth about $80 plus, but I've seen them sell for about $65 in uncirculated. So that's that coin. Okay, and so I actually base it based on the detail you can see on the clothing, not really the face, but the crown as well. So the clothing and the crown seem to wear a lot quicker, as well as the ear, than the actual fronted features of the face. And also details on the club. Obviously this is very high, so this club should actually wear first. Okay, so that's that one. So I'm going $30 for that. Okay, so this one looks like it's slightly the same, well, maybe a little bit more worn. You can see some wear on the high points of the club. It looks like it's got some damage on lettering. And also here, should actually, and got KG, so it's Kruger Gray, the actual designer of the coin. So he designed the Australian pre-decimal coins as well. Yeah, so he also designed these ones, which his initials are on top of the emu, so Kruger Gray. Okay, so on this side, looks like it's probably VF condition. So that's a bit lower. So I'm going to say high grade VF or low grade EF. A lot of the detail of the hair here is missing, but the ears actually well formed and the face is actually hasn't been flattened. So VF about $6, EF $20. I'll probably go in the middle of that. So probably, I don't know, $12 for that one. And the mintage of 1946, so this is the last year of the silver coins, was 6,080,000. Okay, so then we have the 1933. Okay, so this one seems to have a little bit of worn. It's got some damage on here. 1933, the mintage of 3 million. And the reading's pretty good. So you also look at the side, see the reading. On this side, yeah, I can see. So like the Australian coins of George V, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pearls and 1, 2, 3 diamonds. I don't really count the last two because those ones seem to wear last. And also you've got good detail on the clothing. Yeah, so I'll probably go EF on this one too, which gives it a value of about $72. It was VF about 16. So that's just my grade. Okay, and then we have a 1940. So 1940, so this one, based on the actual detail, has a mintage of 800,000, which is pretty low for a 6-pence coin. But in the reading, I'm going to say this is probably almost uncirculated. So you can see all the detail in the hair. So probably EF. If it was EF, extremely fine, it will be $90. If it was almost uncirculated, it would be $150. So that's, yeah, no, actually I'm going to go EF on that one. And so that means, if we look at these, this will be VF. EF and EF, I'd say. So you need to grade these a little bit differently. So I'm not looking at the toning, so the toning is different. It does affect the value, but no, I'm going to go EF and almost uncirculated. Okay. So here I've got a graph. So what did I say? EF. Yeah, probably, which one was that? 1946. Yeah, oh, that's right. I was gonna put $12. So that one, that one, that one, and then we have the 1 shilling. As you can see, it has a lot of detail. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned. Could have been dipped, but I don't know. I don't actually clean my own coins. I don't see that much wear. So on this coin, I'm looking for wear on the actual clothing that he's wearing. So I'm not too sure what clothing that is and what it's made out of. Looks like a type of dress. But just remember, in the past, males have worn dresses in the past as well. We don't call them dresses, we call them something else. It's just dresses, just type of clothing. I don't care if someone wears it. Kilts. Scottish wear kilts. The Minoans were known for wearing this type of clothing. So it's got nothing based on sex. Anyway, the reading's pretty good. And the crown, yeah, I'm going to say this is probably almost uncirculated as well. I don't see any, I do see some scratching. But maybe, yeah, somewhere. Some people might actually put this as EF. But that's just my subjective. And some people are going to go, oh, you don't know how to grade coins. Yeah. So if it's almost uncirculated, it says book value $2.40. If it's EF, $80. Yeah, maybe I'll put it as, I don't know, maybe just 200 roughly. Okay, then we have the 1942. Oh, sorry, the mintage for this coin is 3.4 million. So not really a low mint coin. Okay, then we have the florin. So I've seen these sell for, oh wait, okay, so the mintage is 150,000. So this is the lowest minted coin out of the lot. So this one has a fair amount of wear on the actual kiwi. That's basically how I grade this coin on this side. And on this, how about the reading? It seems pretty sharp, looks a little bit worn. Okay, on this side, it doesn't seem that worn, maybe on the high points, but still a lot of detail on the hair. And yeah, so I'll probably say EF for this coin. And if it's EF, it's got a book value of about $100. If you grade it as VF, 33, almost uncirculated, which I don't think it is, 205. Okay, so yeah, I would just say EF for that coin. And the last one is the 1941 half crown. Has a mintage of 776,000. So these, because of the high value, the mintages are always lower than the smallest footprints. But they would have been in circulation for a lot longer. Okay, so on this side, it's actually a bit hard to grade it. So I would say the points of the stars. So this should have a star in the middle. Looks like it's a bit worn. Also the boats and the actual top of the wheat. That's how I grade that. A lot of this stuff is a bit hard to grade because there's no really finer detail. I'll maybe line up there on the actual crown. This one's a bit hard, it's all flat. So then I'll go to the other side. Look at the reading. Yeah, that reading is a bit worn as well. And this side, you can see there's a lot of detail lost in the hair. The ears are starting to become flat, as well as the eyebrows. So this one I'm going to say is VF at most. So it's not really worn enough to be a V coin. For that, I would actually see a lot more of the ear gone. So that's just my grading. So anyway, that is, I would just say $35. So based on those values, so these are the actual values, it should roughly be $500 worth of coins here. But you know, I am open to offers. These are all for sale. And basically you determine what you would be willing to actually pay for these coins. So, but no one likes lowball offers. If someone offers me a lowball offer, yeah, I just never talk to them again. But negotiation is, yeah, you can negotiate. That's nice. So anyway, if you want to know the actual value that these sold for, you go to eBay, sold items. That seems to be what a lot of people use. It's not perfect, but it's probably where you're going to get the most amount of information. Then you can go to coin websites and just see how much coins sell. But you know, coin websites do have a limited number of the actual coins that they have in their inventory. So eBay is just multiple sellers all over the world. You can also use VCoins as well as MA shops. They're the same. Lots of different sellers as well as all over the world. Anyway, so thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time and take care.